So on the first thing that you went into Subway Surf right now, they want you to type your age. I think that's probably because like they wanted to know what's the age of their users or whatever. I think that it probably shows like, and also yeah, it probably shows like like they want you to know your age because they wanted to know if their game is really outdated or whatever. And right now they're combining Subway Surf with another game company, I guess, or like another game or something, and then just keep showing you, like you after you've been caught by the cop because you bump to there's any like there's chains or whatever, and then you can just keep seeing some ad. You probably can like you can play like 10 ads or whatever. You can you can go back to the game or whatever for you don't you used to if you play Subway Surf like back in 2013 like 12 years ago, even 5 years ago, you couldn't do that. That's what I remember, if I remember it correctly. I know that in 2013, 14, you can do that. I remember you can do that either in 2020. Like, they back then, even 5 years ago, they didn't really update their games or whatever to, I feel like it probably shows like, how much, the game companies want to grab your want your attention to stick on their apps or their apps to keep playing their games to keep and then keep showing you ad and then to gain what is that, revenue or whatever, just and then even and the Duolingo is making me download one of those games, and then when I went to the app store, Google Play Store actively, and then I download Subway Surf because of the nostalgia feeling or whatever. And right now it just made me really sad. Everything it is evolving, everything is changing, and then and then they probably the game Subway Surf probably is like going really downhill, maybe not downhill, but also, but it's like Subway Surf, Temple Run, this is like a zombie game or whatever that I forgot the name, and the Heyday. These games are the games that I play a lot when I was like an elementary school kid back in 2013, 2014, when I was in 5th grade and 6th grade, before I get into junior high, and then the schoolwork take every bit of my time, If I wake up, I go to school, go to cram school, and then go back to home, do homework until like 1 a.m. or whatever, and then I go to sleep, and then wake up at 6, like 7, maybe 6:30, 7 a.m. and then to go to school, back in over and over again. Sometimes even Saturday and Sunday, and then eventually I burned out. I don't want to study anymore. I feel like I subconsciously wanted to again rebellious this kind of education system, and then it leads to where I am today, I guess, and then getting bullied in high school, and so didn't get a degree, and also didn't study either, and then just it leads to where I am today, and so yeah, and